Today we're going to talk about something that might be going on, as we've heard of Princess and Holland America combining the loyalty numbers. We need to talk about what on earth is going on with Norwegian, and also a couple of stories about not running from the law if you're going to take a cruise, and some very tragic cruise news. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Thursday. It is December 26th of 2024. I have a lot to tell you about today, but I want you to know that no matter what happens tomorrow, we are going to talk about Rome, some things that you need to know if you are going to go to Rome in 2025, actually starting now through 2025. Lots to talk about, but it keeps getting pushed back with cruise news. So today, let's start off talking about what is going on with Princess and Holland America. If you missed my video the other day, Gordon's going to link it here, and I want you to go ahead and watch that video because you missed out on some really important information. Holland America and Princess are merging some of the loyalty numbers. That means that someone can have a Holland America Mariner number, and they can have a Princess Captain Circle number because they've cruised on that before, or they've just made one online, and some of those are getting merged. I looked at ours right now. We've been on a couple of Holland America cruises, lots of Princess cruises, and ours are still separate as of today, so I don't know why they're being merged at this point. But a couple of things that I have been thinking about with this going on is some news that we have had in the past. First of all, I think the thing that came to everyone's mind first with this happening is what Royal Caribbean Group does, and that they will match your loyalty. If you've sailed a lot on Royal Caribbean, you're going to go on Celebrity, they're going to give you a status match over on Celebrity so that you cruise having more loyalty, and they're doing that back and forth between the different cruise lines that are held by Royal Caribbean Group. Princess, Holland America, Carnival Corporation has not announced anything like that so far, and I don't even know if it's on the docket. No peep has been made about that, but I have noticed, now that we've got those numbers merging, that not too long ago in a video I told you all about how Holland America's Half Moon Key is being rebranded as Relaxaway Key, and it's just not for Holland America guests anymore. It is going to be, they're doing a lot of improvements, upgrades to that island, increasing the capacity of that island by like double, building a pier and everything else that goes with that up on the north shore of that island. But Carnival cruises are going to be calling there just as much as the Holland America cruises are. So that's a little bit of a change, as well as a couple of weeks ago, I let you all know when Carnival announced just some itinerary changes on several of their cruise ships. It wasn't like huge changes like those itineraries, like, those cruises aren't going to be sailing, anything like that, but it was nudging around some of the port of calls. And I have noticed that now more than ever, more Carnival ships are going to be going to Princess Key. So clearly within Carnival Corporation, there are the brands that are sailing a lot here in the United States. They are sharing their assets a little bit more. So I guess we're going to see what happens, but I wanted just to put this out here for you to all think about. I want you to hear what you have to say about it. In addition to saying that, I want to say, you have people that sail on both Princess and Holland America. They love them both. Then you have people who are very loyal to one another and don't like the other one near so much. I think it's probably really clear here that if you gave me a Princess cruise or a Holland America cruise to choose between, I would love both of them. I would probably choose the Princess one though, simply because I have been on Princess so many times, and it's not fair. It would be unfair of me to say, well, Holland America's not as good. I think they're every bit as good, because I've only been on a couple of Holland America cruises and like 20 something on Princess. And so I think it's really important that when you move between these two cruise lines, that if you've sailed on one lot and you're trying the other one, give it a chance. Don't go looking for the exact same experience on a different cruise line. That's why we have so many different cruise lines. So let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and let me know if you've sailed both on Princess and Holland America, or if you've sailed on one and you want to try the other one. To me, itinerary is still king when it comes to most cruises. I am getting to the point that maybe on a couple of destinations I would choose based on the ship, but itinerary is still a really big deal to me. Next up, let's talk about what's going on with Norwegian. Like, what is going on with Norwegian cruises? Here and there, I tell you some updates, and it makes me wonder. And now more and more, I'm hearing of something else. So first of all, we all heard, we have heard more and more often, passengers get on a cruise ship and they're not going to where they thought they want to go. The ones that they booked the cruise for, the ones that stand out to me the most are the cruise to Antarctica and the cruise to Greenland. That once the passengers were all on board, they announced they were not going to go actually to Greenland. They were not going to actually go to Antarctica. And so things like that stand out in my mind a lot. And then we also have the thing of they have canceled so many cruises lately, pulling their ships back to sail predominantly out of Florida and some other ports here in the United States. So that was a huge shift in what they are doing. And all of these people had all of these cruises booked, and suddenly they're all canceled. And some of them were not until, later in 2025, but some of them were within a month of when they were canceled. So to me, that's makes you worry about what's going on. And I've heard of this last thing here happening several times, but once again, it happened again today, and I actually happen to know the person. One of the people that I've heard of this happening several times recently, one of them I know, so I know it really did happen, had a group booked on Norwegian, actually had the deposits placed, and then out of the blue, Norwegian took the cabins back. No, that group is not going to go. And that's a big problem. So I just want you to be aware that I think Norwegian is going through a hard time. I wish I knew what was going on, but I don't know what's going on. So if any of you know what's going on, let us know. Other than that, for me, I do want to go on Norwegian again, actually. But the thing that stands out to me in my mind is I am not going to book my cruise when I really, really, really want to go to a place that I really, really, really want to go. I'll make sure that it is a cruise that's more of a relaxing cruise, and if I get to go, it'll be fine. If they cancel it, I'll be disappointed, but it'll be okay. And definitely not to a list of itineraries of places that I really want to visit, because it just might not be going. It'll probably be somewhere in the Caribbean, somewhere maybe out of Galveston, that will just be somewhere that I want to go and relax, let you know what it looks like and everything. But keep that in mind when you're thinking about Norwegian. And like I said, if anybody has any information about that, let us know. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, will you please hit that subscribe button? And if you appreciate my updates, will you please give this video a thumbs up? Thanks so very much. Alrighty, the next two stories I have for you are sad ones, but I feel like they deserve some time here. So first of all, getting off of a Carnival cruise in Miami, a gentleman was arrested because he was so far behind on his child support payments. He apparently was already in trouble with the law for that, and was picked up as he was disembarking the ship. So a few things about that. You know what? I am really sad to hear that happened. I'm sorry that someone is not paying their child support, because that is a really important obligation. At the same time, if you're running from the law, don't go on a cruise, because they're going to know you're there. Okay, so that's really important. The other thing to know, and we had some Let's Go family members who were on board the Sky Princess last week when this happened, and I have not been able to talk about it without crying yet. So today is my shot. A 48-year-old woman was sailing on the Sky Princess and decided to jump overboard. They're really hard, which is bad enough as it was, but when she jumped, she didn't clear the ship, and she fell to deck 7, and they were not able to revive her there. And so I always think it's important to talk about this so that we can pray for her family, and definitely keep them in our prayers. This has got to be devastating for them. And as I always tell you, always remember that hope is not gone. If you ever feel like you need to take your life, there are so many good people out there. Reach out to them. If you have my phone number, if you've booked a cruise with me, you've got my phone number for whatever reason, call me and I'll talk to you and help you get the help you need. And same with, no matter how bleak things seem, I really feel like we never lose hope. We never can lose hope, because we have Jesus Christ and because we have each other. And I know that doesn't solve everything, just me saying that in a video, but I hope everybody will really think about that. because I often think people don't realize they're going to be in those shoes someday, that they would think of taking their life. And so our thoughts and prayers are with that woman's family, with everyone who is on that ship, because it's devastating for everyone who is cruising on that ship, the guests and the crew members. It's just really hard. So I hope that we'll all think about that, think of how we can extend our reach and help more people. I really appreciate you being here with me today. I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And like I said, I don't know what's coming in the cruising industry tomorrow, but we're talking about Rome. And so, and it's really important information you're going to need to know if you're even thinking about going. Plus, what's going on is so cool. Even if you're not going to Rome, you should know about it. So I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.